All right, let's talk about something that can literally make or break any service business. The quote. Get it right, and you've got a profitable, thriving company. But get it wrong, and you're basically working for free. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the secrets that separate the real pros from the amateurs. So you send out that big quote, $5,000. It feels awesome, right? But then that little voice starts creeping in. After the materials, the labor, all those little hidden costs, what's actually going to be left for you? Far too often, the answer is a whole lot less than you think. That's the exact uncertainty we're going to get rid of today. Let's dive right in with secret number one. And this is a big one. It's a simple math error that is quietly sucking the profit out of almost every job. Understanding this is without a doubt the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about. Okay, so most people use the words markup and margin like they're the same thing. They are not. Not even close. A markup is just slapping a percentage on top of your cost. But a margin ensures your profit is a specific percentage of the final price you charge the customer. That tiny little difference in language has a massive impact on your bank account. Let's make this super clear with a dead simple example, okay? Let's say your costs are a nice round $100. And your goal, your target, is to walk away with a 30% profit. Seems easy enough, right? So using the common markup method, you just add 30%, right? You price the job at $130, your profit is $30. But hang on, what percentage of that final price is your profit? Well, $30 is only 23% of the final $130 price. You aimed for 30%, but you've already shorted yourself by 7%. You're losing money before you even start the work. Now just look at what happens when you calculate for a 30% margin. Boom, your profit jumps to nearly $43. On the exact same $100 cost, you've just increased your take-home profit by over 40% just by using the right math. This is why this is secret number one. It's a game changer. So here it is. This is the formula the pros live by. Your sell price equals your cost divided by 1 minus your desired margin percentage. Seriously. Memorize this. Write it on a sticky note. This is the simple calculation that guarantees you hit your profit target on every single quote. Okay, so knowing the formula is great, but it's totally useless if you're plugging in the wrong numbers. Secret number two is all about building that cost number accurately, from the ground up, so you never have any nasty surprises. Professionals never, ever guess. They use what's called a bottom-up estimate. You build it in layers. You start with your hard costs, materials. Then you layer in your true labor costs. Then you add any direct expenses for that specific job. And finally, you account for your business overhead. Only then, when all that is calculated, do you add your profit margin on top. First layer, hard costs. This is the obvious stuff. Lumber, software licenses, you get it. But here's a little pro tip for you. Always add a load factor of 3 to 5%. This is to cover all those little things, the screws, the zip ties, the tape, the stuff that's impossible to itemize, but will absolutely nickel and dime your profit to death. Next up is labor. And listen, this is critical. You cannot just use an employee's hourly wage. You have to calculate their burdened rate. This includes their wage, sure, but also all the hidden costs that go with them. Taxes, insurance, vehicle expenses, even tools. So that technician you pay $30 an hour, their real cost to your business, their burdened rate, could easily be $45 or even $60 an hour. Knowing that number is everything. So now your pricing math is solid. Your costs are accurate. But a high price, even a fair one, can still scare clients away. That brings us to secret number 3, which is all about psychology. See, the best in the business don't sell a price. They sell a solution to a really painful problem. This is a technique called the pain funnel. Instead of you talking about all your great services, you just ask questions that uncover the client's real problem. You start super broad, tell me more about that, and you just guide them down, getting more specific until you hit the most important question of all. So what has this problem actually cost you? And this right here is why that question is so powerful. Once the client actually says out loud that their problem is costing them $15,000 in lost time or whatever, your $5,000 solution is no longer an expense. It's a no-brainer investment that's going to save them $10,000. You've completely flipped the value equation. And now for our final secret. You've done everything right. You've submitted a fair, detailed quote, and then the client says those words that we all dread. let's talk about how to handle price objections like an absolute pro. Your price is too high. Ugh, hearing that can feel like a punch to the gut. The amateur's first instinct? Panic and just drop the price. But that is a huge, huge mistake. And here's the key. If you just slash your price, you're basically admitting, yeah, you caught me, I was trying to overcharge you. It completely destroys your credibility. The professional response is a technique called value engineering. You agree to their budget, but you reframe the whole conversation around what scope can be changed to meet that number. Value engineering just means you're trading scope for price. You could say something like, okay, to get to your budget, we could use the standard materials instead of the premium ones. Or maybe we can reduce the warranty from 5 years down to 1. You're giving the client choices. You're maintaining the integrity of your value. You're collaborating with them, not caving in. So when you put it all together, the right math, a detailed cost breakdown, a focus on solving problems, and a professional way to negotiate, you realize something really important. Winning the job isn't about being the lowest price. It's about building trust by being the most transparent and the most clear. And that's a wrap on the secrets of professional quoting. From margin math to value engineering, these aren't just little tricks. They're fundamental shifts in how you should approach your business. So the only question left is, which one are you going to put into practice first?